Thanks for staying late, everyone.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm shivering. Warm up a little bit. So thank you for coming. You're having a good time at the convention?
Yeah.
It's been a lot of fun. You have very nice people in Texas.
Thank you.
So I guess you just come up to the mic and ask questions and we'll see what I have to answer. Be nice.
All right, Catherine. How nervous were you when you got started in the middle of season 3 on like from the middle of season 3 of Mighty Morphin to Zeo to Turbo?
Well, when I first, obviously I didn't know a lot about the show. It had just started airing in Australia, so I didn't know if it was, I mean, I knew it was a kids show, but I didn't know how popular it was or anything. I think I watched one episode, and then when I got here, they were traveling for the movie. So I was kind of in this little bubble, and then my first experience was going to the premiere, and they were like, people were screaming and crying, and they were like the Beatles. It was crazy. Do you guys know who the Beatles are? I'm old.
Fab Four.
So then I guess I realized what I was stepping into, and you know, I didn't know, I was just replacing somebody. I didn't know who was popular.
You replaced Amy Jo Johnson.
Amy Jo Johnson, yeah, and Kimberly was very popular. So once I realized that, Kimberly.
I cried when she left.
How popular she was, I think I felt a little bit more pressured, you know, to do the right thing by the fans and make sure my character was different. And I think they did a good job of making us different. So that helped. But
Awesome.
I cried when she left.
you cried?
I cried when she left.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I know I was very mean to her in the beginning. I'm sorry.
Hello, Kat.
Hello. How are you, Adam?
I'm good. Thank you for mentioning me.
Adam Loper.
Thank you.
Like Lopez with an R.
Yeah, but in Turbo, what would you say is your favorite scene?
In the movie or the show?
Yeah, in the movie.
In the movie. I'm still shivering, I'm sorry. Favorite scene, I really enjoyed the part with the snake and falling off the cliff. And
Was it a real snake?
rapids. It was a real snake, but it was half dead, that snake. I had to keep poking it with a stick because it was a really hot day, so he was just lazy. And if you really look at the scene, it's funny because the snake's head's like flopping.
Was it feeling you already? Like, were you like feeling when it was grabbing you?
Yeah, he was wrapped around me, but he was harmless.
Oh, okay, that's good though.
Yeah, but that was a really fun scene to shoot because I got to fall off the cliff and yeah, it was fun. So I would say that scene.
Did the water like hurt when you were falling though? When you were trying to morph back into like the suit or something to Zeo?
No, I was in a harness, so as I fell, it just my feet went in. It was very controlled. The way they filmed me falling was not as fast.
If you were to be able to morph like to the Zeo pink though, would you have been like maybe picked it back up in the air or something if that was to happen?
Yeah, I could have just zoomed straight back up.
Oh, okay, so that's why you were, because I was like, why are you trying to morph? But I guess because you could shoot back up if you got to morph in time.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that's a question. I wonder why the water all of a sudden stopped me from morphing.
Yeah, thank you.
The Power Ranger mysteries.
Thank you, Mrs. Catherine.
Thank you. Hi, Terrence.
Hello. When you were evil, at the times when you were evil, but during, before your debut as Cat and during Turbo, how was it like when you were voicing the evil characters?
The cat monster and all of
The
that?
Cat monster and all that?
We had fun with that because I had to really like make her sound meow, and we were having a lot of fun just messing around. There's a lot of tapes of me being very silly in that. With that, Scott, who was the ADR coordinator, he always made it very fun for us. So I enjoyed doing the evil stuff. That was fun. I actually got to act a little bit. So
It was still good though.
thank you, thank you,
Thank you.
thank you. Hi, Rosa.
I didn't.
Oh my God.
Totally off.
Oh well, completely off.
I know to be a Power Ranger you have to either be like a gymnast or martial artist or something like that. What kind of background did you have?
I was a dancer, so a ballet dancer and other forms. So for the audition, we had to do a martial arts routine, which I hope never surfaces. So I had a friend who was a martial artist. He gave me a few moves, and because it's choreography, you know, you you can kind of make it work. I was flexible, and, you know. But once I got on the show, they did stunt stuff with us, and I learned how to do it properly, make it look right, I guess.
So awesome to be a dancer.
What's that?
I was saying, because that sounds so awesome to be a dancer, because there's this show in Australia called Dance Academy.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just like them being like ballet dancers. So that's why I'm just thinking like.
Yeah, all of us girls. Amy Jo was a gymnast, but Karen, me, Nakia, I think Tracy Lynn, and we're all dancers. I think, what was her name? Patricia, the girl that replaced me, she was a martial artist. But most of the girls were dancers. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello
Hi.
again. Of all the Power Rangers that have been airing on TV ever since you were on Mighty Morphin, have you seen any of them? If you have, which one do you like best?
I have seen, what one have I seen? There's so many of them. I saw a little bit of In Space, and I've seen Megaforce. Is that the one now? That's
Yes.
the one now, yeah. I saw the first episode of Megaforce because I heard that Saban had brought it back and it was becoming more like the original series.
Yeah, now the show is based in Australia. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, that would have been nice to be able to go home, but I liked in Megaforce how they have the key and they can become.
That'd be
they
Super
have the
Megaforce.
old, yeah, and they had the old Ranger. Like I liked they were bringing back some of
Yeah.
the old series to the show. So yeah, and my kids liked Megaforce. They watched one episode with me.
Thank
so,
you.
Yeah, sure. Hi.
Hello again.
Hi.
I asked Walter Jones this question too. When you were fighting against maybe a Putty or maybe one of the Tango Wars, any of the other patrolmen, did you ever get so into character that maybe you would have hurt one of the actors that were playing?
Well, all of the stunt stuff where we have helmets on was stunt doubles. So it was a Japanese man that was padded in the right places. So I didn't actually do any of the stuff we did. At that point when I came on, for liability reasons and because we were shooting so many episodes, we had a second unit, which was the stunt people, and then we would shoot the first unit. But there was a few little injuries, like I think I sprained my ankle one time when jumping off a cliff, and I think I might have gotten like scratched a little bit, but nothing crazy. One of the stunt guys broke his leg. They had a lot more to worry about than we did. They were really very protective of us, so yeah, no major injuries. Thank you. Don't be shy.
What was your favorite thing in Crafty?
What's that?
Crafty?
Being crafty?
No, what was your favorite thing in Crafty?
Oh, craft service.
Yes.
Oh, everything. Oh, I got a little heavier in Zio. I'm sure you all noticed that. That craft service table was my nemesis. Anything to do with chocolate. I love chocolate.
Was the food better when you did the movie or the show?
Oh, I think it was the same. I think we had the same caterers. Yeah, but when you go from a non-union show to a union, when I did union movies and series, oh my goodness, the food that they give you, it's like gourmet compared to what we ate on Power Rangers.
Yes, hi, Ms. Sutherland.
Hi.
I don't mean to sound ignorant, but I read on IMDb that J.C. Frank left Turbo for personal reasons, and that the other Rangers, they were surprised that they were being written off. Was that your choice to be like written off, or was that like a total surprise to you?
Jason had, yes, expressed he wanted to leave, and there had been, as you know, the first three had left, and then replaced with Karen and Steve and Johnny, and then Amy left, and I replaced her, and then David Yost left, and there was just, then Steve left, and it was just a lot of change. And I think they just felt like, okay, we just need to start a clean slate. We had all expressed, we graduated high school in Turbo, so we'd all expressed it was probably time to move on, but we expected to finish out the season. And I remember one day, one of the producers told me, oh, you're going to be doing a screen test with someone today. And I was like, huh, what? And it was a girlfriend of one of the boys on the show, and Tracy at the time, and Johnny were dating, and I was like, Tracy, what's going on? And anyway, she was going to be replacing Nakia, and I was like, I'm not going to be ready for someone that's replacing my friend. And then it just kind of unraveled from that. And it just was, it wasn't necessarily handled in a gracious way, let's just put it that way. But I think that they made the right decision. I think if Jason had have left, there was no one that would have replaced him. It was his Tommy, you know? So it wouldn't have made sense for us to stay on without him. And it was time, you know? And I think that the guys, the space, you guys liked In Space, right? I thought they all did a really good job. Yeah. Kinda. Yeah, so, yeah.
Thank you so much.
These things are meant to be, you know? You have to kind of roll with things. That's how it works in Hollywood, you know?
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm back.
Hello.
Well, I wanted to say, and did you feel like when you were in Mighty Morphin, did you like when you had to replace Kimberly, did you at least like did the way you felt like acting in the episode, like you felt honored replacing her? And honestly, when she really wanted to go, did you actually feel like you got to be part of the project? Still, like, did you feel great about, you know, you did the right thing to replace her so she can move on to something else?
Well,
like in reality, you know?
yeah, I mean, Amy had a very good run with the show, but she was ready. She wanted to move on with her career and do other things, and she was going to do, I think she just filmed Susie Q, and she was ready. And I mean, she's had an amazing career. It was just definitely the right move for her. But it was awkward. I mean, they were her family, and this new girl's coming in, and you know, it was uncomfortable for a little while.
But I'm just glad they got to brought you together in some episodes, right? I mean, at least so they made sense.
We had fun working together. She's great. And then we got to work together on Turbo as well, and I just saw her in Lexington for the first time. I haven't seen her since we did the movie, so.
Yeah. I just want to know this about the Turbo, the movie, though. Like, what made Amy Jo Johnson and Austin St. John to be in the movie? Like, what was the purpose of them being in the movie? Like it was good that we saw them. I don't get me wrong, it was great. But was there like a storyline purpose for that? Like, or what was the purpose?
I think, well, Austin had been on Zio.
Yeah.
And I think maybe it was written in his contract somehow that he was going to be involved in the movie. I don't know. I actually don't know why they brought him back. And then Amy, I think it was just, she might have just had a break in her schedule and they asked her. I think they probably thought the fans would like it.
Yeah.
And it made it exciting to say, you know, that they'd been kidnapped and
I gotta say, it felt pretty well, you know?
Yeah, I thought it was a fun thing, so.
Bring back some memories.
Yeah, exactly.
All right,
tie it all together.
Thank you.
Hi.
How do you feel about the new Mighty Morphin Power Ranger reboot movies coming out?
I'm excited about it. When I saw that it's the Hunger Games people, I was like, this is going to be amazing. They do such a good job. But I don't think, well, I know that they haven't reached out to anyone, so I don't think that they're planning on. Well, it would be really fun if they did have cameos of at least the originals, like Walter and David and Amy. I think they should, if they're going to have a cameo, they should have them in it. But I don't think they will. I think they're trying to go way off and just create a whole new thing. Like the Ninja Turtles, it's a whole new revamp. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'll go see it. Someone's excited out there.
Turtles.
Yes, I have another question.
Yes.
How has Kat from the series influenced you as an actress?
I thought she was a really, really good person. I loved that she was so kind and compassionate. She was always doing things for others and reaching out to the community. And she was very selfless, but she was also very strong. She didn't. She wasn't a wussy girl. Let's put it that way. She was strong. Had a strong character. She did her best at everything. But I was kind of over her being perfect at everything she did. Like, she was a diver, a dancer, a piano player. She worked with the blind and the monkeys and the. I was like, is there nothing this girl doesn't do? But no, I think that I liked that she was a team player. So there's a lot of qualities about her that I like as a person. But I think in my 20s, I wasn't necessarily thinking about that. You know, I was just grateful to be acting. So. But now you're talking about it, I think that she was a really good person.
Definitely.
So, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's fun being a female superhero and being able to influence girls that way, you know? That young girls could feel like, I can be feminine, but I can be strong, too.
Me again, third time. Since you said monkey, that brought me like you were in the episode like there was a monkey, right? And Mighty Morphin, was it? That was a real monkey, right? I mean,
Yeah.
but how did he get to train? Well, did they like make sure he acted well with you guys? Make sure he like was sort of calm and like how did you feel to work with
There's
that
a
episode?
few monkey facts, apparently, that you have to, you cannot ever grab a monkey. If you're ever with a monkey, don't grab them. You have to, I had to like just hold my hand and they use you to climb you. So, but if you pull them, they take that as a threat.
Oh, okay.
And I couldn't look at him a lot, like don't make a lot of eye contact or they take that as a threat.
Yeah.
It's like, okay. But that particular one, he was young. When they had the Balkan skull monkeys, you guys might have heard this